How's it going, everybody? Elephant Ninja here, and today we will be ranking the bosses and sub-bosses in Injustice 2 Mobile's first solo raid with a chance to drop the featured legendary character. This one is Advent of Chaos. It is truly a challenge to beat Silver Flash, Nightwing, Silver Cyborg, Energized Starfire, and Raven to get the Chakra. Which isn't amazing all the time as an artifact, but in certain situations, it can be life-saving. Now, this ranking might be a little bit difficult, because I will put bosses and sub-bosses in their different rankings, as there are 5 bosses and 20 sub-bosses in Advent of Chaos. They will also be ranked from worst to best as usual. Anyways, like last time, let's start with the sub-bosses. Coming in at number 20 is going to be Black Adam. He has increased defense, does more damage based on the fullness of his power, and is immune to power drain. I hate this man. I absolutely hate this man! I can't even do percentage damage properly because of the full-on strength that this man has. Batman Ninja Team is all I will ever use for this guy. Black Adam is too annoying for me to even have a good time against him using any other team. Both Black Adam in this solo raid and Collector of Worlds Batman from Rise of Krypton are some of the most annoying sub-bosses that I have ever fought. One bright side with Black Adam in this raid is, unlike Collector of Worlds Batman, you're not randomly tagging against this man. Even so, Black Adam is incredibly annoying, has the power of an elephant or a 5,000 pound freight train, and is the most annoying sub-boss to deal with in Advent of Chaos. Coming in at number 19 is going to be Suicide Squad Enchantress. She disables your Special 1 and Special 2, while being immune to Special disables herself and dealing increased damage. If you compare a bunch of characters in this game who mainly rely on Special 2, then Deathstroke, Mr. Freeze, Last Laugh the Joker, Silver Batman, Predator Batman, and Arkham Knight Batman, as well as reflective shields, are disabled against Suicide Squad Enchantress. Silver Banshee will also very obviously be useless against Enchantress. To deal amazing damage against Suicide Squad Enchantress, you have to use King of Atlantis Aquaman, Batman Ninja Team, Dark Metal Team, or Zatanna. Either way, Enchantress is pretty annoying as a boss because of the special disables alone. Coming in at number 18 is going to be Martian Manhunter. He does splash damage on basic attacks, goes through class changes, and has the Berserk ability just like Black Adam. Make sure to block all of this man's specials, because his Special 1 will prevent you from tagging out, his Special 2 will force you to tag out, and on his Special 3 if not blocked, he will apply burn to you. Because Martian Manhunter himself is a made-human character, Batman Ninja Team, Last Laugh the Joker, Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, or even Arkham Knight Batman will be very useful against the likes of John Jones. Coming in at number 17 is going to be Shazam. He has increased defense, disables healing, and has protective screen. So much like the battle against Collector of Worlds Superman in Rise of Krypton, you need to replace Shazam on your King of Atlantis Aquaman team with classic Superman to reduce the defense of Boss Shazam here. Because he has protective screen, it might take a lot of effort to burn through all of his health with King of Atlantis Aquaman, Deathstroke, Batman Who Laughs, Zatanna, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson Black Adam, provided that you have Batwoman the Drowned, Raven, or even the Beta Club, you will have a much easier time defeating Shazam. Coming in at number 16 is going to be Silver Catwoman. She is immune to power drain, deals splash damage to your entire team on specials, and is a chaos fight. Yep, random tag. Thankfully, this fight is not on tier 5 like Black Manta or Collector of Worlds Batman in Dawn of Apocalypse and Rise of Krypton. Catwoman is instead in tier 3, which weirdly enough is one of the easiest random tag fights in solo raids, due to not having as much health or damage. King of Atlantis Aquaman, Batman Ninja Team, Silver Banshee, and Batwoman the Drowned are some really good characters to use for chaos fights, most especially this one. Selina's putting up a bit more of a challenge since the last time we saw her in Rise of Krypton. Coming in at number 15 is gonna be Grid. He is immune to critical and lethal damage as well as stun and freeze, and his specials cannot be disabled. Unlike his appearance in Rise of Krypton, Grid can be affected by Dot, so feel free to use the Beta Club to melt this guy fast, provided you also have Chaos Artifacts and you don't use Silver Banshee. Coming in at number 14 is going to be Silver Green Arrow. He has critical and lethal damage immunity as well as special disable immunity just like Grid, except he can be affected by stun and freeze, unlike Grid. Green Arrow is a pretty easy fight if you use Dark Metal cards, League of Anarchy, Percentage Health Heroes, and Batwoman the Drowned. Coming in at number 13 is going to be Silver Dr. Fate. He deals increased damage over time, dots are applied on his specials, and his hazards have increased potency. Literally just your simple, I deal extra dot damage type of person. Returning from both League raids and Rise of Krypton, Silver Dr. Fate has really proven himself to be the easiest boss in Tier 5. No questions asked. Coming in at number 12 is going to be Atrocitus. He deals power drain on his specials, and the bloody hazard from his special 2 is permanent, with him being unable to sack the hazard himself. When I made my SpongeBob.ai video, I complained about this man's bloody hazard following me everywhere. But if you have Suicide Squad Enchantress or Robotic Spider from On Ice, you won't have to worry about this hazard at all. Dealing with hazard fights themselves are pretty easy. Batman Ninja Team is amazing for these kinds of fights, but Hellboy can also heal from the dot damage, and there are no power drain hazards, so you can fully eliminate the need to add John Stewart Green Lantern here. Returning from Rise of Krypton, Atrocitus is just about as easy as he was before here in Advent of Chaos. Coming in at number 11 is going to be Power Girl. She applies dot on her special attacks and critical hits while being immune to power drain. You can throw in any team and have a pretty good time against her, especially when she does her special 1 in the case of the Multiverse team. Returning from Dawn of Apocalypse, she's pretty easy to deal with. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Multiverse Black Lightning. He has pretty much the same stuff as Dr. Fate, damage over time related and all that. Black Lightning may look easy to deal with at first glance, but his special 2 allows him to summon a lightning cage to disable your movement, and it deals dot damage as well. Thankfully, this is the easiest we will ever see on Multiverse Black Lightning. Just a couple more solo raids to talk about though, and that will paint a completely different story of rage, pain, and frustration. Okay, moving on. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Silver Bane. Returning from Rise of Krypton, he reduces damage received from specials, blocks more damage than usual, and his attacks cannot be disabled. Some amazing characters to use against Silver Bane to deal extra basic damage include Batwoman the Drowned, the Batman Who Laughs, Batman Ninja Team, Dwayne The Rock Johnson Black Adam, and League of Anarchy. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Silver Deadshot. He deals increased damage over time, dot on critical attacks, and has increased critical attack chance. Returning from Rise of Krypton, Silver Deadshot is pretty easy to deal with here, but there are a couple more people easier to deal with than Floyd Lawton himself, surprisingly. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Multiverse Supergirl. She deals increased damage on basic and swipe attacks, has increased power generation, and her specials cannot be disabled. Much like Power Girl, you can throw in any team and have a great time against Multiverse Supergirl, especially if you interrupt her specials with the Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Multiverse White Canary. She disables gear bonuses for Might and Tech class characters, while also being immune to power drain. So basically, King of Atlantis Aquaman, Black Manta, Mr. Freeze, Multiverse Armored Supergirl, Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, and both of the legendary Supermans will not have extra health, damage, critical chance, defense, or any rerolls that you put on their gears. The Black Canary AI is also really annoying to deal with, due to them 90% of the time backing up and performing a jump attack. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Multiverse Batwoman. She drains power with her specials and is immune to power drain herself. Grid can easily counter her with his Power Drain immunity, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Black Adam reverses the effects of Power Steal and Power Drain. You could also use the Swords of Sin and Salvation to make sure that Batwoman never gains power or attempts to power drain your team. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Silver Robin. All he has is critical, lethal, and fast attack chances increased. Nothing too major that you need to counter here. He is the easiest boss in tier 4. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Captain Cold. Oh boy, he's come back to put us on ice again. Okay, sorry for that horrible joke. Anyways, Captain Cold has increased damage from hazards and his specials can do splash damage to the entire team. After returning from League raids in Rise of Krypton, Captain Cold is in a bit of the middle ground here. He is also the easiest boss in tier 1. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Silver Scarecrow. He disables your special 1 and your healing and has increased potency on his hazards. There are so many amazing characters in this game who can easily do damage without having to use their special 1. If you have King of Atlantis Aquaman, Batman Ninja Team, League of Anarchy, Deathstroke, Dark Metal Team, Zatanna, Black Manta, or Mr. Freeze, you can very easily go ham on this supposed stuff of nightmares. He is the easiest boss in tier 3. And coming in at number 1, the easiest sub-boss to deal with in Advent of Chaos is Blue Beetle. He returns from Dawn of Apocalypse and has increased fast attack chance as well as critical chance and damage, but as long as you block his hits, you should be fine against him. Wow, I finished ranking all of the sub-bosses in Advent of Chaos, but now I have to rank the main bosses. Here we go. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Raven, one of the most annoying final bosses in all of solo raids. She is immune to pretty much everything. Critical and lethal damage, stun, freeze, and dots. You cannot bypass the lethal immunity, but you can bypass critical immunity with the Dark Metal cards, stun immunity with Arkham Knight Batman or Black Manta, freeze immunity with Mr. Freeze, and dot immunity with the Tsunami from Batwoman the Drowned. Even so, Raven has a massive damage cap, which you can burn through if you have King of Atlantis Aquaman or Deathstroke equipped with Noah's Snow Globe, and your own character Raven's Darkness will be incredibly useful against Boss Raven herself. But even if you beat Raven and complete Advent of Chaos, you have a 3% chance on normal mode, and a 15% chance on the heroic modes to unlock her at 3 stars alongside the chakra. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Energized Starfire. Despite the fact that Starfire is more annoying to fight than Raven, Starfire is immune only to critical and lethal damage, so you can easily one-shot her if you have a decently built League of Anarchy team. You also take constant dot damage while you fight Starfire, which was also larger damage back when Advent of Chaos first released. This boss is so hard to fight due to her unique multiple jump attacks and that stupid Starburst that she sends out on her special too. As long as you don't mainly rely on lethal damage, Starfire should be a bit easier for you to fight. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Silver Cyborg. He has increased defense, dealing more damage, increased power generation, immunity to stun and freeze, as well as protective screen. He will almost always back up into a ranged attack, being a cyborg character himself. But if you reduce his health with classic Superman on the King of Atlantis Aquaman team, Zatanna with her specials, Batman Ninja team on basic attacks, or Justice League team with Aquaman, you will be able to melt Cyborg like a marshmallow. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Nightwing. He has Berserk and increased power generation. Returning from Rise of Krypton, thank goodness he doesn't just simply stunlock you to death. As the main boss in Advent of Chaos, Nightwing is a pretty chill dude. And coming in at number 1, the easiest main boss to deal with in Advent of Chaos is Silver Flash. He simply reduces damage from basic attacks and blocks more damage than usual. Very easy to deal with using any team. Well, I have now successfully ranked all of the bosses and sub-bosses from worst to best in Advent to Chaos. Let me know what you guys think about me placing the bosses and sub-bosses where they were, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Elephant slice that like button, subscribe today to join the Elephant Ninja Clan, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.